Doing the most with Scarlet and Mitchell. Dig down the door, talking life, love, the wild and absurd. Saying what you're thinking, no filter, just words.
Okay, welcome back to Doing the Most with Scarlet and Mitchell, your bi-weekly podcast that lets you listen to us. I don't have anything. This is episode number 30. I know you're trying to confirm that right now. But
I am.
You'd think we'd know.
It is.
Whew. We made it. We made it to episode 30. Just barely. The struggle was kind of real today.
Yeah.
Let's do. Well, I mean, because we're moving out of spring and then, well, we're not into summer, but we're moving, and the daylight and the way the light in the studio shifts causes a lot of headaches.
Mm-hmm.
So lately I've been having to rig up some weird thing to cover your face from all the sunshine coming in, which is, it's because I'm trying to control the light, which I've got a project for that, but we can talk about projects later. So how's your day going? It's a day off for both of us.
I know.
And we do it by torturing ourselves with I kid.
What have I even
kid.
done today?
I don't know.
Put my laundry.
Okay. I don't want you to hurt yourself thinking about it.
Watched an episode of Below Deck. Oh my goodness.
Is it a new episode? Are you up to date on Below Deck? Is that I don't watch it. Is there ongoing stuff coming out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember which one it is though.
But is there Below Deck Australia or
Below Deck Down Under.
Oh.
That's the one I'm watching.
Okay, Down Under. Okay.
But it's not in Australia.
Oh,
it's in the Caribbean.
That's fine.
I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
As long as you enjoy it. Below Deck.
It's like the one garbage thing that I watch.
Consistently.
Yes.
Yeah. No, there's no shame in it, I don't think. So, well, good for you. I know what I did. First off, sorry. I didn't come in with any topic this podcast, right? Well, but then I had an idea. Well, that's usually how it rolls. But the theme is projects for me, okay? And I don't know, I mean, it's kind of dumb. So I was thinking about this. I was like, oh, if you're at work and someone's like, oh, we got a project. We want you to be part of a project. Is usually that's you want to probably roll your eyes but this word project is kind of, I don't want to use the term loaded, but So, but it's funny because now Max is because I'll use this when I'm watching him. You're working. We're having our Daddy Max day. And I'm like, hey, buddy, we got a project to finish. And then he's like, oh, did you get that project done yet? It's I don't know. It's just funny how for him, I don't know what project means other than it's that means something that Dad has to do that I'm going to sit around and not really do or something. I don't know. But life full of projects. Do you have projects in your life? Or is that a uniquely me and my mother thing? No.
Or is it a man thing?
I don't know. I mean, so today I finished a project, right? A project that I probably started thinking about a year ago. I don't even know. The project was simple. And I set a timer yesterday. So I got 1 hour. I'm going to get it done. In my mind, I thought through every step. I do this with projects. I think through every step of the project. I visualize it. I pre-visualize it. I think of all the problems.
And that takes you 30 minutes of the hour.
Oh, no. I mean, before I did the hour, I'd know. No. I had already thought through all the ideas, and I'd visualized everything I needed to do. So I felt when I was I'm going to give myself 1 hour, I felt pretty confident that 1 hour, I was going to be able to accomplish the entirety of this project. And the project, by the way, folks, is I built a deck a long time ago, and some of the dirt and crud kind of came around the 4x4 posts and started rotting one of the posts that holds the deck up. And the deck's held up, I don't know, it's 10 feet in the air, 12 feet, I don't know. I should know better. But so the bottom of that post started to rot, but it still had some good wood. And I, rather than do the bigger project, which is to jack up the deck and put a whole new 4x4 in there, which your dad and brother would be ashamed, but I came up with my own plan.
Yeah.
I thought through a plan, and so it ended up creating some concrete footings around these things, using concrete in those cylinders for forms, etc. It doesn't really matter. But there was a lot of little problem solving. I did all pre-mentally solved all the problems. And I thought, I think 1 hour felt like all I needed to get this project done yesterday. And then an hour came and went, and I was like, okay. And I had to realize this is not an hour-long project, so I had to call the ball. Normally, I would be like in it till, come heck or high water. But yesterday, I just decided, no. You allotted 1 hour. You have other things in your life to do. So I found a stopping point at an hour, and today I finished the project. I gave myself a second hour, and I felt like that was enough. I ended up still needing an hour and a half. So I am not your project manager if you need timelines, despite the fact that I can think through
How did you used to do tile work?
Oh, very well.
Okay.
But in that case, I could work a longer day if I needed to be on time, right? To be, in time for the next people. But then often some guys would allot you a lot of time, so it didn't become an issue. But, well, in that case, yeah, I don't know. This project, what got me though, it doesn't matter. What got me was cutting through this cardboard stuff. I knew it was going to be tough, but it took a long time to cut through this really thick cardboard in a very perfect manner. So that doesn't matter. But that project I finished today. So now in 24 hours when the concrete sets, I can pull the forms off and see how ugly these cylinders probably don't look. In my mind, they're going to look real nice and smooth, and they're probably like filled with air and whatnot. I don't care anymore though. I got to that point in the project where I was like, my classic phrase, perfect is the enemy of done. So I made sure it was done. It's not like a hack job. It's just, it's done. So I did that today. And then I started a new project, which is...
Just a house is just an ongoing project. There's like everywhere I turn, there's a hole in our ceiling still.
Yeah.
There's a bathtub that still doesn't work. There's a chimney that is probably way worse than we think it is. There's window trimming on the inside and outside that still needs to be painted. I hate homeownership.
Homeownership is just
But then
projects.
why am I looking at other homes to own? What is wrong with me? Am I like a psycho? Like,
you're addicted to homeownership. I don't know. I hate some projects, like the project. So the window coverings that I'm designed and doing for this studio to block the sunshine so I can control the light, those window coverings. I thought I could get that done this afternoon, but it's taking a little longer than expected. No surprise there. But yeah, that's a project I'm enjoying. I'm actually excited. That's why I'm like, I'm going to finish this today. I want to finish, or at least one, because proof of concept. But lots of projects I don't want to do. I got the finishing the kitchen project. I don't want to do that.
I'm just really glad you're handy.
I
mean, it might take you a long time, but
okay. I mean,
you
I was
can
thinking
do
that.
stuff. You can do things.
I can do things. Part of me is wondering, like, am I handy or am I more resourceful? Because I will look things up and learn and study whatever I need to learn, which is why some things I gotta watch 400 videos to absorb the information that I need to do this project. But anyway, so, but yes, projects. A house is just a collection of projects. It's a project house. What would be the ideal home? Because even if you bought brand new, eventually stuff comes up. Eventually, you're
because we talked about this. Because how I was comparing the wood of like I was watching a video. They were comparing the wood of like 100-year-old home to the wood of today's new build homes. And how, because they don't let the pine age and dry out as much or whatever.
It's just not, and the wood isn't grown as well. They speed grow the wood nowadays.
And like, if you've been in a new build home, it just feels cheap.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't have
shoddy.
that.
And it's just like quickly put together
right.
to me.
And
like, sure, great. You have like what's the word I'm looking for? You have like a blank slate for me, but like there's no character.
Yeah.
As of like opposed to like when I'm looking at these houses in Portland that are 100 years old, but they've been like loved and cared for over the years.
That's where you get the saying where people are like, they got good bones. Like houses that are 100 years old. Well, not all of them, but like many, if they've been around 100 years, there's usually a reason, and some of the things you talked about. But I sometimes, I look at this house that we're in, and I think, in 100 years, will this house even be around?
I know, I'm like...
Any of these houses, I feel like...
This house doesn't feel like... I don't think it feels like a new build. build.
Okay, Miss
What?
North Carolina.
It doesn't feel like a new build, but it doesn't feel quality.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was new when my parents got it, and it was a new build. But yeah, they will even admit it's a cheap builder back then. It's kind of a track home, meaning there's certain homes on the street that share similar architecture and architectural plans. Not identical, but like, it wasn't entirely like, a tracker. But yeah, so it's, I don't know. Yeah, as it's settled, a lot of things that are just kind of like, it's just not as nice as you'd hope. I mean, that crack up in the top of the vaulted ceiling, that is because the house is settling and there's the sister cracks in the foundation because it's built on a bunch of clay. Anyway, yeah. Nothing that look caulking. Anyone interested? Nah. But yeah,
Right by the high school.
It's just a
Great
friggin'
schools.
project, a collection of projects. So I'm not a fan of. Well, this maybe is why I'm fighting yawning. Why I don't know if you see these ads. I don't. Like, do you ever question like why are they presenting this crud to me when I'm watching a show? Now that we've moved in the new age of all our streaming services are shoving ads down our throats. Because remember that old thing?
Because I refuse to pay the extra $10 for ad-free because...
Whatever. It adds up when you got like 5 streaming services. So anyways, now I get a lot of these. There's this one ad. You'd think I would have paid attention, right? But I'm just waiting for the skip button. But there is like you can pay... I think maybe I'm making this up. You can pay for like a home maintenance program. So it's like a subscription service.
People at work do this.
You pay, I don't know, however, I have no idea.
They say it's worth it. It's like
$140 a month.
American Home Shield or something.
Probably, because there's a car shield as well that I feel like Ice Cube or Samuel L. Jackson pimps. He's the voice of Car Shield, I think. But yeah, so that's an interesting concept, which is like, hey, you pay a flat rate every month, and we take care of stuff. I'd love to see the fine print, right? Because part of me feels like, Home Shield doesn't jump in if you're, suddenly your roof starts leak. Well, maybe they do. But if you need a whole new roof, there's probably like, I don't know. But it's a good business idea, and it makes sense. But it's also you're just like every other thing else. We're like, I subscribe to everything, and I call the guys and
but then
do
they
do
have
good
their
work?
own pool of like, if I understood correctly from the people at work, they have their own pool of like handymen or contractor people who they vetted that they can go to. So you don't have to do that part.
Well, I mean, that would be worth that too. I'd be curious to know or I'm sure there's probably tiers maybe like.
There are.
So, and then, so that's the old like.
I was actually going to talk to you about it, but I was like, I'm not even going to talk to him about it because he's going to be like, that sounds like a ripoff. I can do this stuff myself. I already had the conversation in my head of how it would go with you. And I was like, I'm not even going to bother.
I'm trying to imagine, like, what would I say? Well, it'll be like, well, how much is it? Is it $150 a month? Is it $350 a month? Like, that's when I go like, so in 10 months, if I haven't gotten $3,500 worth of value, if it's that much, then I'd be like, this is a ripoff. That's why, this is one of my ongoing life struggles of letting go and just being like, it's okay to like, just, you don't have to do everything and save money all the time. Right. Or I think I told you before, we talked about it before, I feel more of like, well, I can do that. Like, why should I?
People, if you're out there and you do this kind of stuff, is it worth it? I'd love to know. Yeah.
Do you do the Home Shield and does it pan out? Because on the one hand, it would be nice if you're like, well, now I'm just trying to think of anything, right? Like call somebody up and say, hey, this dishwasher, the screw keeps coming out. So the whole thing kind of comes out of the cabinet a little bit. If you open both racks in the door, can you just figure this out so I don't have to and fix it? I know someone would be like, oh, you just need the right screw. And I'm like, I've tried so many different screws and it like seems to strip out. I'm just saying, there's an example. Like, can you do that? That's a simple, maintenance thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But then I'm starting to think, like, well, what else would I want? What is Home Shield really covering? Like a guy changing a light bulb? Or is it like, hey, our master door lock sucks now. Can you put a new one on? But, okay, that's part of my ripple effect, though, right? Because I thought of that. It's like, oh, well, we should decide on what kind of new hardware we want all throughout the house rather than just changing one lock. one door handle, because then you get, even though
Yeah.
Danger did that on his door. I'm saying, like, that's when you get into the whole, what I like to call, now a project leads to a project leads to a project, which is what I hate. But, where it's like, well, I need to do that cabinet doors in the kitchen now. But that involves, like, well, I need to do the drywall above it. I might as well cut that and get it all done. Like, it's like a series of projects, because it's like this. It's like, why tear apart the entire engine of your car to get to the middle? If you're only to change the middle, why not get everything on the way in and out? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, some things become like, it's not worth it. Like, if I'm gonna go climb up on the roof, which I don't want to, but I've been thinking of this. Like,
I don't know. I think there's a dead body up there.
What was his name? Kevin?
I
No.
don't remember.
Rick?
But he
Ken?
never came back.
Yeah. He just ran from the house or died up there.
Like,
Well, I have to get some anchor up there so I can wear a harness when I go up there. People don't understand.
I don't know. That roof is
Our roof is steep. Our roof
is a 75-degree angle.
Well, no.
Wait, am I doing that right?
So
90?
It is. I think it's greater.
35.
So a 45 is
Right.
a pretty good slope. That's half of 90.
Okay.
45. Obviously,
What am I doing?
But I could get the run of the rise. I don't remember what it is. It is not the steepest roof. I mean, there's some there are roofs that are probably in a 75. Those are the ones that got like those things on the thing on the top, a really steep angle. Ours is not
Those
that
A-frames.
bad, but ours is steep enough that you feel uncomfortable because it travels up 2 stories in some spots. You're traveling on this angle, and all you think is like, if I slip, I'm going all the way off. And then on the backside, you're falling almost 3 stories off because of the hill we're on. Mm-hmm. So I want to get one of those anchors that I can work up there. And you're like, doing what? But spraying off the crud and putting that weird powder that prevents the moss that they're always trying to sell me. Okay. I don't know why this had to be about that.
I don't know.
It is.
Is this boring? We might
Probably.
be boring people.
But because we never decided, we last time, one of the last times, we talked about our upcoming leave, right? By the way, other people have
Vacation.
Yeah, other people have housing problems and issues and struggles. It's not just us.
Okay.
You listener, you can hear my voice. You know who you are. You're also sitting there going, "Yeah, amen, brother. I too hate all the projects in the house." So. What do? That's why
why do we keep buying houses?
We said we wanted to rent next. And then lately you're always sending me pictures. You send me pictures of houses all the time.
To buy.
I know. Why you have to yell at me about
I don't know.
this?
But like,
So
but like, why do I want to go through the pain again?
I don't. Is there a middle ground? You just rent a house and it's someone else's problem. You buy a house and you buy all the problems.
You're boring yourself.
You're boring me. Okay. We never figured out our leave, but it sounds like we're going to be doing a staycation, which means for the next 2 days of work, I have
a project.
I have to deal with, hey, you got leave coming up. Where are you guys headed?
Oh.
I'm sorry, my fellow workers. Why is that the assumption?
I'm just not telling people that I have leave.
Oh, well, people look in our you got leave coming up. Oh, where are you guys headed? Like, and I usually have my overused joke is always like, well, I'm anywhere but here. Where are you guys going? Anywhere but here. Meaning work. So we're not going anywhere. We're doing a staycation, which I hoed and hummed about because we were talking about. But I realized I feel like, why go and spend $3,000 to $5,000 somewhere else when we can sit at home and spend $3,000 to $5,000 on your raised garden bed project that you want me to do, right? Wait, is that your project or you have another one?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Do
you ever realize the amount of mental research I have to do for these projects and actual physical research?
I think I'm over it now.
Because you usually do things like, I'll come home and you have bought a bunch of stuff for a project. And in my head, I'm like, it's been a while. But I'm inside my head, I'm slowly like
what?
Like there's a mushroom cloud in my head where I'm like, she doesn't even realize. Like this doesn't, like we've got.
When was the last time this happened?
Well, I'm saying it's been a while. But there's some faucets that are uninstalled or a faucet or you just randomly.
Towel racks.
a faucet and towel. I mean, you just randomly buy stuff, and then I'm always like, I don't know that you know. But what I enjoy is that you have a spontaneity, and you're just like, who cares? Let's just do that. And I'm the opposite. We're just polar opposites. I'm the opposite. Like, I'll be like, Scarlet, you need to put like 3 months of hard work research. You need to start a note on your Apple phone. Start making notes, put research sites, learn everything you can about this towel rack, how it's going to fit.
It's not that hard. I watched a TikTok video. She did it in like 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, a 5-minute craft. So I'm just saying, like, for me, and then you got kind of, what kind of metal is this made out of? It reacts with cotton. Did you read the fine print? Yeah, it reacts with cotton towels. Well, I guess we're now have to.
I don't think, maybe we just maybe it doesn't, maybe we're overthinking it.
Well, I overthink
it doesn't
everything.
have to be a large 5x7. We can just get a lot of those metal corrugated thingies and space those out.
Okay. It feels like that text message that I made a video of.
Is that a word, corrugated?
Yeah. Corrugated cardboard, corrugated roof.
Okay.
So you're saying, like, get some of those corrugated thingies. Like pre-made or corrugated panels? Okay. So
they're like oval shaped.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen, oval shaped.
Okay, not oval shaped.
I mean, like elliptically or like a rounded off capsule shape, right?
Yeah.
Like a rectangle with 2 round ends.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about like a cow basin feed thing or bathtub.
Kind of, but they're bottomless. I think.
Oh, because sometimes they'll put them down and the chicks will be in there, I think, at the farm stores.
Yeah, a lot of the neighbors down, like up and down the street have them.
So you're saying we might be able to get one tonight around 1 a.m. for cheap. I'm just saying. For the backyard.
And we just get 3 or 4 of those, and we experiment.
I have to do a cost analysis of it. I'm just saying, like, what if they're $300 each? Yeah, I could just build. I don't know. This is.
I mean, probably in this economy.
Welcome to my world. Well, they're not made out of gasoline.
Thanks a lot, Obama. I watched some montage of him today.
I heard
with the milk and the cookie and where he tries to dip it, and then he's like,
Michelle,
"Thanks, Obama."
Malia, she likes this. I wanted to ask you if you were watching Obama actual or people who were doing Obama impressions, because they were funny.
Yeah,
but the kind of thing that sound like someone might do. Okay, your project, yes, and you want to grow something. You're not sure
something.
What.
Whatever's in season, whatever it's time for. I'd have to look at the Farmer's Almanac. It's the last year for the Farmer's Almanac.
Why?
To be able to buy it.
Oh, because all the farmers are gone?
I don't know. That's just what I heard.
People love those, but don't we have AI now? Almost intelligent? Right?
I'm anti-AI.
Yeah. Oh, you're AAI. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've gone through the paces of what I want out of it, and now I'm like, I was over it early on because for me it was because AI did not perform as advertised, and I was like, yeah, it's not a tool. It only works for certain things right now, and the tool that I want is not actually intelligent enough, in my opinion. Sorry, everybody, but I just am like,
it's like really crazy because you have like 2 groups of people. And I see this at work a lot. You have a group of people who are like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And then they're like super judgy of people who don't think it's that great. And they're like, what? You don't think this is this great? Like, this is like life-changing and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but is it? Like, it's in its infancy. And you are like banking a lot on this. Okay?
Yeah.
And like, you're I don't know, you're banking on, you're looking something up via AI, and you're just assuming that is factual.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. And you're just going with it.
And there's plenty of people out there who are showing the problems with AI. I mean, the like that guy Husk that has the funny where he's like doing the.
Oh my goodness! If you guys have like TikTok or Threads, is that the Instagram version? There's this guy named Husk. He's probably on Threads too.
Yeah. But he's and
He
Sam
exposes like all the problems
With
with especially ChatGPT.
right. And the one voice, the model can't time anything.
Right.
And there's other items, but yeah. So it's funny, like, hey, time me doing this. And so if you're banking too much on some of this, it's horribly
it's
wrong.
just like wild to me that people are just like, they're like looking up, oh, where should I be investing my money?
Right.
And it'll answer them. And then they'll make investments based off of that. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
okay,
like,
you can also just go to your TSP and just see what is making the most like percentage, return on investment right now.
Yeah.
And go with that. That's pretty freaking easy to do. Okay.
Now, I can see what side you're on this. I might see what AI said to invest in, but I would still require my own due diligence. I wouldn't trust it. I would be like, okay, I can see why it might have said some things, but I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm not really out there investing. But I hear what you're saying. People are doing that, and they're just going full on.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some people
Just an
who it
example
works
of
out,
something.
and they're successful, and it works out. And so then they're like, see, it's whatever. It's like, well, that, if you want to get into it, but you took business classes. They used to always talk about, you could get, it doesn't matter. I think they'd be like, you can get a monkey throwing darts at the Wall Street Journal stocks, the stock exchange section to pick stocks. And you could do that randomly, and you would fare in the long run just as well as a broker, right? I mean, that might be a little bit dated now because people are getting better, but nonetheless, it's kind of like, hey, you might do well, but and then thinking that it's AI. Yeah, I try to do some tasks with AI where I'm like, hey, can you do this, that? I need research on a few things. Tell me this, that. I was looking up some podcast info, and it just churned, and then like nothing happened, and then I kept doing it and just kept getting in this weird loop of like, I just remember thinking like, okay, this is totally, I've wasted more time trying to make this tool work for me. So for me, AI is, if you get into it, AI is great at writing code and some of that. That's what Claude is actually more better at, code. So I had it make me a iPhone app once, and there's that base 44, but there's something about like the rest of its creativity for me currently still novel. The funny videos, the funny, AI videos, the fake made up, Trump is a baby or Lego stuff. That stuff's novel, but none of it is like actually, I haven't, and our song was made by AI, the opening. That's novel and humorous, but
sure,
it's not,
but it has a great place with probably entertainment value.
Right. Currently. And it might get better.
But as far as like facts,
those are just other people's opinions, Yeah, I know. It's so kind of interesting. So how did we get on this AI thing? I don't remember. But until AI can have robots, which I guess there's some people pushing these robots, until you have robots doing the tasks, AI isn't helping me get the lawn done, right? So that's the other problem, is marrying the information.
I don't think we got to worry about our jobs being taken anytime soon.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how that episode of The Pit is
bringing AI in.
Bringing AI and it kind of exposing that, it said that this medication, when the patient said this medication.
Yeah, sounded like look-alike med, and it already goofed up.
Yeah.
So, I thought that too. I thought AI, part of me is like, well, is it really? Transcription is not AI. Transcription's been around for a while. I guess you apply a little AI to it to make the transcription more intelligent, right? So it's not strictly transcribe phonetics, because sometimes you would be like, what is it? Like AI can go through and be like, I know what they meant to say here, but I wouldn't trust it. Yeah, I don't know. AI is kind of, it makes me sound like an old person. I love computers. I'm a gadget fanatic, but like the AI I haven't been sold on it yet.
I'm just saying we're still in its infancy.
Yeah, I know.
And we're putting some people are putting too much trust in it.
Yeah,
too soon.
Yeah, and that'll be the
And
downfall.
I also think the people who created it are psychopaths. So
yeah, okay, I hear you.
out to steal our data
There's that too,
and sell it to the government. That's what
which
they're
they
doing.
probably already have.
Yeah, they did.
So
To ICE,
back in the
specifically.
okay, I gotcha.
Okay.
Whoa, man! I can't keep your volume set on your microphone from week to week. This week you're just
Are you going to delete that part?
you're just boisterous. I never put that much work into the show. However, AI does create the show notes for us, as well as the
I'm
transcription.
just saying, if you're going to use it, Claude,
Yeah.
those people got it right.
Which is
Okay.
funny because
Look up
you said
Anthropic.
Claude, but
They
I
told
was
the
like,
federal government, no.
no, thank you.
Take a hike.
So I mean, they're still probably made up with a series of other equally not entirely nefarious.
All billionaires are psychopaths.
Yeah. Well, you had something else you were tired of. No.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm tired of not having a way to look at my hair while we do this.
your hair looks really good.
But it looks good on camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Although sometimes I will see that I'm like, how did somebody not mention this 4-inch eyebrow that will get caught in the light? I'm just saying, I don't know if it doesn't matter.
I've never noticed your
And
eyebrow.
if you're an audio listener, it doesn't matter. You won't have to worry about the eyebrow hitting you and
It's like your hair. You'll get a haircut, right? And it'll take your hair like 6 weeks to get to this length, and it'll last about a week, and then like you'll be like, I gotta schedule another
takes
haircut.
too much product.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't take a lot. I like to make so I went back to a dry shampoo because I actually grew tired of the cream. Well, I go back and forth. Dry shampoo actually just takes a lot of work to actually clean your hair because it dries up. That's the whole point, is it dries out the oil. That's where you get the texture from. So when I using dry shampoo for days on end, it's like I feel like I'm never washing my hair good enough, even though I'm technically putting shampoo in it. I get it when I dry shampoo. But the other kind I use often are a little bit too oily. So after 1 hour, people are like, "Oh, your hair's really greasy." I'm like, "Okay." It was like that when I styled it because this product has a little bit of whatever in it.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, so I kind of go back and forth. But I prefer if my hair looks kind of like sometimes the bad guy, the villain on the Impossibles. Wait, is it the Impossibles?
I've never.
The
You're
Pixar,
talking to the wrong
The
person.
Incredibles. I'm sorry,
Oh.
The Incredibles.
Yeah, still the
kind of
wrong
like
person.
either red hair, but kind of like I want it to look like a paintbrush, like a loose paintbrush, kind of comes up to the tip, but kind of like little or flames. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like it's that fire. Okay, I can see by your face you are like, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, no.
His name was like Sinestro. Synthro. It don't matter. Wow.
Wait, what's the movie called again?
The Incredibles. 1. Sinestro. Synthro.
Oh,
Syndrome. Yeah, oof. I was close.
this guy?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was kind of like. That's what I envisioned. If I had the length and the amount of product that could bring it into a big, like a paintbrush fire tip. Okay. Never mind.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's what it's what I want to say. It doesn't look that way, but that's what's the inspiring part. That's the impetus, if I'm using that word right. Anyone? Crickets. Cue the crickets.
Why is his name Syndrome? It's kind of weird.
Well, okay. You never saw it.
Sounds a little
Which-
sus.
Speaking of movies, I've
What?
not worked my way through, but I did get sucked into The Sound of Music, although it's 2 hours and 52 minutes, apparently. Well, not apparently. It is.
that's a
I didn't
really
make that.
long movie
And
for,
with
like,
the
the
ads, it's going to be
1960s.
maybe 4 hours. So, hey, I'm enjoying it. I was actually, so far, each scene has been compelling. I'm not, like, ever getting to a spot where, like, when I was a kid, I'd watch the Disney Robin Hood.
The cartoon.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And even as a kid, I hated that love scene when Maid Marian and Robin would be like, oh, and then there's a musical part to it, and they're wandering and walking, and there's like firefly. Oh, I hated that part as a kid.
Why?
I don't know, it's because it took forever.
Oh.
It was taken away from the main core of the movie, even though it's the little love story part. What I'm saying is I haven't had a scene where I'm like, oh, can we hurry up and get over this? Although I'm very early on into that movie, so. And you've never seen it.
I have not.
Neither have I.
Not a bit.
Olivia claims it's her like favorite movie, one of her favorites, or she says that
Really?
is not one of my. I couldn't tell if she's being sarcastic, but she sent me the snap, kind of like what, because I sent one with Max because Max has been singing the "Doe a deer female" because I got him onto that because I was like, here, let's get you a singing song, which now that's his deal. Okay, what are you?
All songs are singing songs.
Okay, it's a technicality. I hear what you're saying.
Okay, I am so tired of flavored coffee. Okay.
What is that flavored with the creamer, or the coffee is just flavored?
The coffee is flavored.
Where are you getting this?
Okay, somebody keeps bringing flavored coffee to work.
Like pods, or actually it's already made?
Pods,
Okay.
sometimes a bag.
Of fresh ground. Well, I've seen the chocolate mint is a common bean flavor, right?
I've never seen that before.
Oh, okay.
But like, I was desperate the other day because there was like maybe like a little bit of the good old Folgers left in
Crystals.
the pot, but it was cold because it was from the morning.
Yeah.
But I opened the cabinet and there was a box of, I don't even know, pumpkin spice pods.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I guess. And like, so I like, you know, put it in the Keurig, ran it, put some milk in it, immediately white. And I was like,
It's not dark.
I put 1% milk in it.
And it went blonde
Yeah.
instantly. So not a dark roast, whatever this pumpkin.
So I had to add the old Folgers to get like any sort of coffee,
like product.
like,
just
into it.
Interesting.
But I'm just like, why are companies still making flavored coffee? Why are they doing this? We have flavored creamers, okay?
Yeah.
If we want flavored coffee, we can add the flavored creamers.
Or even a syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you can add a syrup if you don't
But
want.
I don't need my coffee grounds flavored.
Yeah, no, not only that, nobody ever said, "I'll take a cup of your best pumpkin spice black." Like,
Yeah.
like what does
Why
it
are
even
we
taste
doing
like?
this?
Did it have any sugar in it?
No,
This sounds horrible.
it was
So now-
horrible.
Like, because I just remember having some chocolate, mint chocolate coffee as a younger person, and it was that way. The beans were kind of done that way, and it was interesting, but it was like, back then, because I'm a teenager, I was like, oh, it's not even sweet or anything. It didn't make sense to me because I was drinking black coffee. So, yeah. And not only that, so now, yeah, you don't get the choice. It's like, yeah, you're getting pumpkin spice coffee. That's really not even good.
Yeah. Like I will take Folgers. Okay? Like just throw it out. I like put the Folgers in. I'll take it. That is what I would rather have
Then
over flavored coffee grounds.
Because what are they adding to it for the flavor? Oils? It doesn't, or
It's just not right. I just know it's just not right.
it's definitely artificial. I'd love to see the ingredients of that bag.
And I'm just like, I'm just like, those who are like these flavored, they don't know coffee.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're not a coffee person. And I'm sorry if I've offended anybody with this opinion.
A bunch of people at work
because
are really angry now.
There are some people at work who keep buying flavored coffee.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's just. It doesn't make. It's you add flavor to your coffee, but coffee should taste like roasted coffee.
Yeah.
Beans. It should have a.
And I feel so bad for the old men who drink their coffee black because they don't get an option.
You're getting
So
watered
here
down
you are
pumpkin
getting like
little
Yeah.
spice. Yeah. I don't actually, so this is where we differ. I don't actually ever touch the coffee at work. Like I don't know. I'd have to take a lot for me to be so desperate.
you guys don't make like a pot of coffee in your
Somebody
break room?
does. I don't.
Oh, okay. It's like a culture for us.
I'm a snob
Like, it's
about it. So I don't like, because they're not grinding the beans fresh. I know that. I'm a sneeze.
Oof, you had the symbol vibrating.
Kabam. That's how I accent my sneeze. Yeah, no, I don't. They have a whole bunch of different things. They have they have a bunch of pumped syrups and flavors and different flavored creamers, and the coffee's just kind of normal stuff, whatever that means. But yeah, what? I just finished off a recent bag of that Blue Note coffee. I think it was Blue Note. Anyway, there's the beans that I got recently.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, I don't know, probably $20 for 3/4 of a pound of beans. But that coffee was so wonderful just by itself.
Oh.
I would make it for you. You had some of those.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you would pour your 7 gallons of flavored cream in there.
Not 7 gallons.
Heaven forbid. I'm so tired of flavored cream. But I'm not. I know. But that coffee just stands alone, like a good coffee, freshly ground, just stands on its own. No need to do anything to it except for enjoy it hot. Brought to you by Folgers.
I just can't drink black coffee.
Really?
I just can't. I can drink it with a little bit of cream in it. I can do that. I have.
Strange. Like, I mean, I don't only like it black, but black coffee is just like, that's like, you're just enjoying coffee.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay. Well,
I can't do
fair
it.
enough. Agree to disagree. But I agree that we should not be having flavored beans.
It's not right. It's
Unless
just
you
not
can
right.
tell me
Doesn't
that
sit
they
right
grow
with my
that
soul.
way, right? If you can be like,
So-
actually, they grew these beans to taste like, whatever, maple blueberry.
And again, I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody. Okay, it's just my opinion. Okay,
It's just
and
one
it's not. I'm
person's
not
opinion.
passing judgment on anybody else. I just don't enjoy flavored coffee beans.
Okay. Fair enough. So, but you love your other
Thank
stuff.
you for your attention to this matter.
Thank everyone for joining us in this
SSM.
attention. All right. We have finished. Our timer has gone off. Okay. And we have leave coming up. What projects aside? Is my microphone dipping now? Or am I just sitting upright more?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Well, you actually know how the ends are supposed to work. Any final thoughts? I have none. The weather is beautiful. It's 70.
Oh, it's 4.
Yeah, it's 407. It's 75. I can't read it.
73.
I took my glasses
I have
off.
73. I don't
be
know.
vague.
Yours always says something different than mine.
Yeah, because I trust Tim Apple, and you only go to Weather Underground or whatever. Wonderground. So, well, all right. You know how it works.
I trust the National Weather Service, so
Yeah.
I do not trust
Are
Tim
they
Apple.
even funded? Is there anyone working there anymore? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be political, but I'm just wondering.
Well, somebody is. I'm still getting the weather.
It's some guy who has an Apple phone, and he looks at it, and he's like, I'm just going to add a degree, just so it looks like we're not the same.
Plus or minus 2.
He just, changes it a little bit for everything, for the whole country. So, all right.
Whatever.
Okay, well,
God help us.
this is our podcast.
Oh, I'm Scarlet.
And I'm Mitchell,
And we're
doing the most.
bye.
Doing the most with Scarlet and Mitchell. Dig down the door, talking life, love, the wild and absurd. Saying what you're thinking, no filter, just words. Laugh a little louder, spill a little tea, from big dreams to grocery store scenes. They're doing the most and they're bringing you in with stories that sparkle and barely begin. So plug in, unwind, follow the toast. It's Scarlet and Mitchell.